Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Jessica here, and today we are unboxing another VoxBox from Influenster. I'm so excited to have this, and this is from Smashbox Cosmetics, which you see here is makeup created at Smashbox Photo Studios LA. So we're just going to go ahead and open this up and I'll show you all what's inside, and then we'll get into a tutorial using the products that are in here. So as you all can see, this box here says Smashbox on the top, and then on the side you see Influenster, which is the company that I received the box from or through. And basically Influencer is just like a program where you can either go on their website or their app, and you can log in and do reviews of products that you own, ask questions about other products that you're interested in, and also complete surveys or snaps, which allow you to be entered into drawings to potentially get a VoxBox. And they have little contests here and there, so you just kind of follow along on what's being shown with Influencer at the moment. So later on in the video, after the tutorial, I'll go ahead and go over some of the tips for receiving a VoxBox, some of the tips that I think can help you increase your chances of winning VoxBoxes. This is my second one, and so hopefully if you all employ some of the same procedures with Influencer, you may start to receive some boxes as well. So let's go ahead and open this up. So we have this little tab here, and it opens up, and then we see on the inside a little info card from Smashbox. So I'll go ahead and show that to you all. So on one side we have the info card, which is showing some of the Covershot eyeshadow palettes that Smashbox offers right now. And then on the other side of the card we have some samples or images of the Legendary liquid lips that they have at the moment as well. And the Covershot eyeshadow palettes, I believe Shay Mitchell is the face of it right now, and they have 7 of them offered, but I only received 1 in my box. And then for the Legendary Liquid Metal Lippies, they have, it looks like 9 of them, and I received 1 in my box as well. Now I don't know how they determined who got what, and I don't know whether or not different influencers received different sets or different items from this set, but we'll go ahead and I'll show you all what I got in this box. So we have this little package here, and I'll go ahead and unwrap it. And here we see that I received the Covershot eyeshadow palette in Smoky, and I also received the Legendary Liquid Metal Lippie right here. So just to read off the card some of the things that are offered to you here. The new Covershot eye palettes have a fierce finish, powerful pigment, and they are beyond blendable. And we have some other descriptions of them right here, but of the ones that I received, I got this little one up here, which is Smoky, and it has some tones that honestly most people will wear around the fall time, but because it is new, it is something that I can work with for the spring, and then we'll see how we can come with some looks for that. But it may be something that you might want to wear for more of a nighttime outing or something like that. So they are sort of a metallic shimmery finish, and the one that I have is Brains and Bronze, which is right up here. So I'll go ahead and try it to create a look using both my Covershot eyeshadow palette and my Legendary Liquid Metal in the shade Brains and Bronze. And just to give you all another look at this Covershot Smoky Eye palette, on the back we have an overview of the layout of the colors and the names of them as well. And then on the front we have the Smashbox logo, which has sort of like a 3D holographic effect on it, where if you move it you can see kind of an explosion of powders or pigments of eyeshadow. So I hope you all can appreciate that on the camera. And then once I open it, we have these shades right here. So I'm just going to take a moment to go ahead and look at it and see what type of look I'd like to create using these. But essentially what we have here are 2 base shades on the top, and then for each of the base shades there are 3 other shades that you can use for your lid or transition, and you can probably mix and match all over the palette, but I'm just going to take a moment to figure out what look I might want to create using what's in this Covershot eyeshadow palette. So I'll be right back. So I already did my brows and my face off camera, so we'll go ahead and move right into the eyes and lips for this look. And I'm going to take my Covershot eyeshadow palette in Smoky, and before I move into any of the shades, I'm actually going to go ahead and apply some of my MAC Paint Pot and Constructivist to my lid, just to amplify that smoky effect and also allow these colors to show and be more of like a jewel tone on my lid. So I'm just going to take my MAC Paint Pot and Constructivist, and then I'm going to take this little brush from BH Cosmetics, and I will go ahead and apply a little bit of Constructivist right close to my lash line just to give that smoky effect starting out. So we have our paint pot. Just going to take a little bit of that. So going into my Covershot eyeshadow palette, I'm actually going to take this base shade right here, which is Feature, and I'm actually going to take some of that and just sweep it lightly into my transition area and just build that up and see how it looks on my skin. I have not swatched any of these colors, so we're just going to continue and improvise as we move along. Next, I'm going to go into this shade right here, which is Hell Yeah. How do you say that? Hell Yeah. That's the name of the shade right there. I'm going to try to zoom in on that, but yeah, this shade right here. And then we're going to take a smaller, more defined blending brush and just work that more into the crease area, and hopefully that will show up and give a little bit more dimension with this. Now, using the flat synthetic hair brush that I was using to apply my MAC paint pot, I'm going to go into this red shade right here in the corner, which is Headline, and then I'm going to apply that on the majority of my lid, but leave a little bit of empty space right in the inner corners. Then with that same brush, I'm going to go into this almost taupe, metallic taupe shade right here. It's called Rock Me, and I'm just going to apply that more on the inner corner of my eye. Now, taking a small pencil brush, I'm going to take this olive shade and mix a little bit of that with this metallic black shade that has some hints of blue glitter in it. And these are the shades STFU and Big Night. So I'm just going to mix those two and then put them on the outer corners of my eyes. I'm actually going to drag that color out to give myself a little bit more of a dramatic winged out shadow. Next, I'm going to take my Wet n Wild H2O Proof Liquid Eyeliner, and I'm going to go ahead and do a dramatic winged cat eye. And then just to work on this gradient of the cat eye a little bit more, I'm going to go into this gray shade here, which is Slayer. And I'm just going to add a little bit of that in between the transition of that burgundy color and the green and black mixture. Now I'm just going to use that pencil brush to go back into the olive color and the black, and then just smelt out my lower lash line. Okay, so I tried to put on some lashes. They were not cooperating, so we're just gonna forego lashes for this look, and I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my L'Oreal Voluminous Manga mascara. And just do that. Honestly, a cat eye this intense doesn't even need lashes. You know how you see those memes where it's like when you mess up your wing liner and you have to keep going in and going in? Story of my life, right? So we're just going to do some mascara. My lashes are trash right now because of the lash glue. So yay. Oh, whatever. Now moving on to our lips, we're going to see what that Brains and Bronze sort of coppery lip color that Smashbox sent me looks like, and hopefully it'll still work with this lip. I don't know, I think it will because it's almost a nude type of color on me, so let's go ahead and line our lips and then get right into that. So I'm actually going to line my lips today with my Colourpop Lippie pencil, and this is in the shade BFF3. I was thinking about using this as just a lip topper, but honestly I swatched it yesterday and it is pigmented enough to be worn on this all, I believe, so I'm just going to do that. I'm not going to do like a liquid lipstick and then top it with that because it's not very thin like some glosses you might find. And honestly, when I first got it, I thought it would be more like a metallic matte lippie, or like a liquid lipstick that dries down matte but has that metallic shimmer to it, and it didn't seem to dry down, so it's kind of like a thick gloss. So I'll just show you all what that's like when you pull it apart. The applicator is almost like a doe foot mixed with, what do you call that shape, like a cone. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply that to my lips and we'll see how it looks with this. Fan of, well, okay, let me backtrack. I'm a fan of the Lippie, the liquid lipstick, liquid metal, that's what we're gonna call it. But I don't know that I'm a fan of it with this particular eye look that I created, this eye catastrophe. So what I might do is go ahead and switch it out for more of a nude lip or something that isn't so shimmery when I have such a vamp thing going on with my cat eye. I don't know, what do y'all think? Okay, we're just gonna go with it because this is a try on and I am trying my Smashbox products that I was sent for the first time. I am so happy to have received this VoxBox from Influenster. Again, like I told you all before, I absolutely love Influenster and I think it's a great program. All of you should definitely check out the link in my description box to go ahead and sign up for Influencer yourselves. And you can even sign up with your Facebook account. You don't need to create an entirely different account or send too much of your information in. Just go ahead and link it to your Facebook app. They will not post for you, but it just allows you to sign up quicker and be one step closer to receiving your own free cosmetics. And like you saw before, these are full-size products, new products. My last VoxBox were products that are currently on the shelves in Sephora as well. So definitely check them out so that you can get your own products. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed the look that I created today on a whim. It isn't too horrible, but you know, I think as I improve my makeup skills and practice more, I'll be able to create more glam and picture-worthy looks for you all just by looking at what's in front of me. So I'm still working on that, but it's all about expressing yourselves and having fun, right? So I hope you all enjoy this look, and as promised, I'll go ahead and give you some tips on how to get your own VoxBoxes through Influenster. So tip number 1 is download the app, because you will definitely need the app so that you can more easily complete your snaps, go ahead and review products. It's just your phone is almost always with you, right? So go ahead and just use that to be active with Influenster. Tip number 2, complete the snaps that they give you. The snaps are there so that Influencer can learn more about you as a consumer and try to figure out which products in their VoxBoxes would be best suited for you. All of the products that they send you are free for testing purposes and for review purposes, but they're not going to send you something that they don't think you can get use out of or that they don't think is a good fit for you and your lifestyle. Tip number 3 is to go ahead and try to earn badges on Influencer and on the app. They have badges at different months of the year or around different holidays with different themes, and there will be tasks for you either to review a product, ask a question about a product, post about Influencer on your social media, etc. And in doing so, once you earn the badge, you heighten your chances of being included in VoxBoxes. Tip number 4 is if you receive an email saying you're on the short list for our next VoxBox, please complete the attached survey in that email. That is there because they are telling you that they think you would be a good fit for the next campaign. And if you complete the survey and you are a good fit, then they'll go ahead and include you in that campaign and send you a VoxBox. You may get that email 2 or 3 more times after you complete it the first time. Go ahead and do it every single time. And then around a week later, they'll send you an email letting you know you're in such and such campaign. That is what has happened for my past 2 campaigns, the VoxBoxes that I have received. That is what I went through to get them. So I think that is something to pay attention to when you get those emails. And tip number 5, once you get a VoxBox, please be sure to earn that badge. Please be sure to post about it and let everyone know that you got it from Influencer for free for testing purposes, because once you actually show that you are advertising for Influencer and for the brand who has provided those products, you are more likely to get more VoxBoxes in the future. So definitely check them out. I definitely think it's worth it. It's all free. All you have to do is just be interactive. Think of it as another social media app on your phone. So thank you. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.